Hey, today we are going to look at algebraic expressions and figuring out how to write them, but not only write them, how to also solve them. So an algebraic expression is just an expression that consists of one or more variables. It could contain some constants, which is a number without a variable, and some variables. So remember through our conversation yesterday, a variable is just a letter that represents an unknown value. So here's a couple of just examples. 2x plus 3y plus 6, 5n. Remember again, was another thing that we talked about yesterday in class. If I have 5n, that means 5 times the letter of n. And then just a minus b. Notice none of them have an equal sign on them. So an algebraic expression does not have an equal sign. Let's get into our first example. So the first example is asking us to write an algebraic expression for the length of the line. Okay, so remember right there is at my start. That's where I'm going to be starting. This is where I'm going to the end point or the finish, right? So if I'm trying to get all the way to the end, what I would do is add all of these together, right? So we want to be able to just write what is that algebraic expression. So that algebraic expression, the long route to it would be x plus x plus x plus x plus 9 plus 2. Okay, that's the long way to it. There is a little bit shorter way, or maybe an easier way that we could do it. And that would be to take our x's and I count them. So I have 4 x's. Okay. Then the other part would be to look at my 9 and my 2. They're both the same. So 9 plus 2 would give me plus 11. So 4x plus 11 is what all of that simplifies down to. And that is the length of our line. Let's take a look at the next example. So again, we have our starting point and our ending point. And I think by now you're probably catching on to this a little bit. All I'm going to do is put an addition sign right in the middle of all of these. And I have my long expression 5 plus y plus y plus 7 plus 10. Okay, but I think there's probably an easier way that we could write it. So I have my y's. I have 3 of them. 3y. And then I have 5. 1 or a 7 and then a 10. So 5 plus 7 is going to be 12, and 12 plus 10 is going to be 22. And remember, when we're adding numbers, the order that we add numbers doesn't really matter. So 3y plus 22 is going to be the correct answer. All right, now we're moving into the next phase, and that next phase is where we're given an expression and we're given the value for that variable, and then we're going to solve it. So in this case, 5a, which we talked about at the start of this video, is actually going to mean multiplication. So it's 5 times 8, because there's my value for a, plus 7. So 5 times 8 is going to bring me to 40. Bring down my 7. 40 plus 7 is going to be 47. And we've made it to the final example for today. So I have 7 groups of b minus 4, where the b is going to be equal to 10. So 7 is going to remain the same. B now is my substitution, 10 minus 4. So 10 minus 4 is going to give me 6. And then I have this 7 with the parentheses around it, 6. 7 groups of 6 is how I read it. So when I read it as 7 groups of 6, that's going to tell me that it's 7 times 6, which is 42. Okay? Feel free to go back and watch any part of this video that you don't understand. Bye.